This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' leading and longest-running weekly TV and online magazine dedicated to motoring news and features. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here's a sneak peek at this week's exciting features.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss CBRT pilot launch delayed. Our road safety reminder, the Young Street Smarts portion, centers on right-of-way for vehicles turning right. This week's Paying Chuper shall be about the impropriety of playing loud music in PUVs. Showcase this week shall have a mid-size SUV from Kia, the Sorento 1.6 Turbo Hybrid. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of Gymkhana Pilipinas Match 2.
This week's edition of Motoring Today brings you all this, plus the latest updates in transportation, traffic management, and advances in the automotive industry.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's dive into the latest news and updates about transportation and traffic management in the country. The DOTR is nearing the completion of the feasibility study for the Light Rail Transit Line 2 or LRT2 privatization. Privatization through a public-private partnership initiative is seen as a long-term solution to operational issues and funding constraints. The DOTR, with the International Finance Corp or IFC as its transaction advisor, is expected to submit the proposed bidding scheme to the Department of Economy, Planning and Development for appraisal in the next few weeks. The government is keen on turning over the operation and management of the 13.8-kilometer LRT2 to a private firm to ensure consistent funding, especially to support the planned extensions. These extensions include the West Extension project with 3 new stops from Recto and an eastward extension from Antipolo Station. Meanwhile, the privatization of the MRT3 is also on track. An extended maintenance contract with Sumitomo Corporation will serve as a stopgap until a private operator is secured, with a concession agreement targeted for award next year. Additionally, the bidding for the North-South Commuter Railway or NSCR and O&M contract is expected by early October. The DOTR announced that drilling for the Metro Manila Subway Project, or MMSP, can commence under Corinthian Gardens in January 2026. This comes after significant delays, primarily due to right-of-way issues as well as the pandemic.
So naantala talaga from 2019, of course, pandemic, but from 2022, 23, 23, 2024, wala po nangyari. And only April of 2025, this year, na we were finally allowed by the Corinthian Gardens to have it appraised.
Acting Transportation Secretary Giovanni Lopez confirmed that 32 compensation offers, totaling over 820 million pesos, have been sent to affected property owners in the exclusive subdivision. 20 owners have already accepted offers. The MMSP alignment covers 500 meters and affects 33 properties within the subdivision. The right-of-way acquisition status for the entire project is currently at 75%, with full completion targeted for March 2026. The new Accelerated and Reformed Right-of-Way Act, recently signed into law by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., is expected to expedite the acquisition process moving forward. The 33-kilometer subway line, which will run from Valenzuela to Bicutan, will have 17 stations and is set to connect directly with the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The president hopes to inaugurate the Valenzuela-Ortigas stations before his term ends in 2028. Acting Transportation Secretary Giovanni Lopez has ordered the LTFRB to review the status of 3,972 public utility vehicle franchises along Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City. The aim is to determine which operators remain active and to ensure better commuter service.
Ng LTFRB ngayon, nagpadala tayo ng mga tao sa terminal for dispatching, no? Para may skip buses and everything. But again, kung 3,972 ang PUVs dito, bakit parang ang dami pang pumipila? So we have to do something more. kailangan nila check kung lahat ba yung nabigyan ng prangkisa talagang yes, operational. Kung hindi, ibigay na lang sa may gusto. Kasi sayang yung prangkisa mo kung hindi naman nagagamit.
The directive comes amid observations of long queues of passengers at terminals despite the high number of granted franchises. LTFRB Chairperson Teofilo Guares III stated that the review is critical to prioritize commuters' needs and to hold inactive franchise holders accountable. Those found inactive will be issued show-cause orders to explain their status. This move is part of the LTFRB's broader efforts to regulate routes and enhance the reliability of public transport in the capital region. The Management Association of the Philippines, or MAP, has formally urged the Department of Transportation and lawmakers to fund the dedicated stations for the EDSA busway system. MAP specifically urged Congress to allocate such funding in the national budget for 2026. The system daily serves nearly 100,000 bus commuters, many of whom rely on overcrowded MRT3 stations for access, which is meant only as an interim arrangement. MAP highlights that out of more than 20 dedicated stations needed, only 4 have been completed by the government. The group is pushing for the construction of key dedicated stations, including those at Kamuning, Cuba Araneta, and Ayala EDSA, among others. They stress that the busway, as a proper transport system, requires its own dedicated stations, including overhead bridges and facilities for persons with disabilities. MAP argues that the busway is the only mass transport project that can be completed within 1 year and recommends finalizing a comprehensive Metro Manila busway system plan to complement the EDSA route. This move, they say, aligns with President Marcos Jr.'s direction to shift away from car-centric policies and focus on mass commuter transport to improve mobility. The latest developments in transportation and traffic management are certainly significant. And up next, Motoring Forum takes a deeper look into one noteworthy issue that should affect motorists and motoring. The much-anticipated pilot run for the Cebu Bus Rapid Transit, or CBRT, was scheduled to begin last week on September 29. However, this was pushed back. This delay isn't just about a calendar change. It shines a spotlight on the very real challenges of integrating high-capacity public transport into one of the country's most congested urban centers. The role of the CBRT is clear: to use dedicated lanes to move thousands of commuters efficiently. But recent test runs have exposed a critical gap between the ambitious plan and the current reality on the ground. Package 1 of the CBRT project features high-capacity Cybus, or Cebu Interim Bus System units, running on dedicated lanes from South Road properties to Cebu Business Park. The early trials demonstrated its potential, with buses achieving an impressive run from the South Bus Terminal to Fuentes Station in under 5 minutes using the dedicated lanes. However, test runs conducted from September 17 to 19 provided a sobering reality check. The system, designed to ease congestion, caused severe traffic buildup, particularly near the Cebu South Bus Terminal. The main culprit? The necessary narrowing of the road to accommodate the new bus lane, which turned a 3-lane thoroughfare into 2 lanes for general traffic. Observers noted that crucial safety infrastructure is missing. Some pointed out that basic yet vital items like reflectorized orange bollards and clear directional markers were missing. They said that without such items, the new traffic scheme is a recipe for confusion and accidents for both drivers and pedestrians. Responsibility for these installations should lie squarely with the Department of Transportation, and they need to prioritize these elements before a full launch. Cebu City Mayor Nestor Arquival is now spearheading an action plan focused on both infrastructure and enforcement. A traffic management committee meeting was scheduled to tackle the deployment of traffic personnel. Observers agreed with the mayor, who stressed the need for strict enforcement to prevent unauthorized stopping that could completely paralyze the BRT route. Meanwhile, the Cebu City Transportation Office has been tasked with launching a robust public information campaign. Residents need to be clearly educated on the new traffic schemes, lane changes, and regulations to ensure public compliance. Once these hurdles are cleared and the system is operational, the Cybus will run from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., offering modern, air-conditioned, and CCTV-equipped transport for an expected base fare of just 15 pesos. The promise is clear: an affordable, efficient, and modern public transit system. But for the CBRT to succeed, the city, the DOTR, and the public must collaborate. Infrastructure must be completed. Rules must be enforced, and the public must be fully informed. The delay is an opportunity to get this vital project right. You can have the best buses and the clearest vision for the future, but if the foundational infrastructure, the bollards, the signs, and the traffic management isn't there, the entire system could grind to a halt.
There's a lot to learn about being smart and safe on the road, and we young ones always need to make ourselves smarter and safer about motoring. So learn more from our Young Street Smart segment with road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. Driving on the main road and you're turning left or right, paunahin muna ang kasalubong na sasakyan na padiretso ang takbo. Iwasang makapag-unahan para hindi makaabala sa ibang motorista. This way, you can avoid getting hurt too. We share the road with others every day, and how to better share the road and help make motoring daily a happier experience is this week's Buying Choper.
Payong chopper lang kaibigan, ako si Daniel Villegas, isang kapwa new chopper. Iwasan po natin ang pagpatugtog ng sobrang lakas ng musika sa ating sakyan, lalo na habang ito'y tumatakbo sa daan.
Dapat nating malaman na ang pagpapatugtog ng loud music sa loob ng sasakyan, pampasahero man ito o pribado, ay di lamang nakakapwerhisyo. Ito rin ay delikado. Kapag tayo ay nagpapatugtog ng malakas, ito ay nagdudulot ng ingay at nakakaabala rin sa ibang tao. Ang atensyon natin ay nababaling sa musika at hindi sa pagmamaneho natin. At kung tayo ay distracted, hindi tayo alerto sa mga nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Kapag ito ang nangyari, di lamang ikaw ang madidisgrasya, pati na rin ang ibang motorista.
Kaya palaging tandaan, habang tayo ay nagmamaneho, lagi tayong alisto sa ating paligid. Ito po si Daniel Villegas, Payong Chopper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa new chopper.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Get ready. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Inigo Anton secured back-to-back international victories last month. Last September 28, Anton won the gold medal in the slalom karting senior class category at the 2025 Asia Pacific Motorsport Championship held at the Sri Lanka karting circuit in Bandaragama. The Philippine racing team with Anton as key member also claimed the overall championship trophy at the event, which featured 210 elite racers from 26 countries. This victory follows Anton's recent success in open-wheel racing, being crowned rookie champion at the 2025 Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship just a week prior. In commending the 20-year-old from the University of Baguio, the Philippine Sports Commission said Anton's achievement in regional F4 racing marks a milestone in Philippine motorsports. Although Anton was sidelined by illness for the season's final round, his consistent podium finishes in earlier rounds across the Asian region earned enough points towards securing the Formula 4 Rookie Championship title.
There's plenty more to explore in the world of motorsports. Check out where Race Weekend takes us next.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Gymkhana Pilipinas has been great for me. It was a great experience to sort of experience electrified motorsports in the Philippines, no? Especially with their promotion of their electrified vehicle class. It's also a great thing, especially with the rise of hybrid and electric vehicles in the Philippines.
Actually, the Gymkhana was my first racing event. Dito ako nag-start. Kumbaga, dito ako parang na-enhance yung driving skills ko.
The experience is masaya and nakaka-addict siya. Like pag na-try mo siya, hanapin mo na siya, and ayun, sobrang saya. Oo, competitive na siya ngayon. May mga categories na siya. Dati kasi practice runs lang. Pero ngayon may category na siya na kung saan pabilisan na talaga kayo sa category na yun.
So I started Gymkhana this year. First trial was the Gymkhana practice by VJ. From then, so hindi siya competition, di ba? Yung Gymkhana practice. Now, then it was a good experience. I highly recommend this since low risk siya and low speed. You really get to feel your car. You really get to show off your skills. Kung feeling mo magaling ka na mag-drive, try mo to kasi baga konting goma lang, konting gas, kahit 300 lang gas mo, game yan.
Well, actually, marami na natutunan sa Gymkhana. I started way back this year lang din, siguro last event. Then, ayun, nagustuhan ko siya. Actually, matagal na ako ini-invite ni VJ nun. Hindi pa BM yung dala ko nun, Vios pa lang. Then, ayun, marami akong natutunan sa Gymkhana. Well, lalo na yung kapag sa mga cornering, ganyan, yung entries, yun lang. So the car I'm using today is my BYD CO5. I've been using it in the past few matches of Gymkhana Pilipinas. The weather hasn't been great in the last few matches, no, and the surfaces have been slippery. So my greatest challenge now is trying to manage the torque that an electrified vehicle offers, especially in these kinds of conditions.
Actually, nag-change din po ang strategy depending sa entry speed ko when doing the hydro handbrake kasi last time was my first time using it and medyo nagkakapapa ako kaya ngayon somehow better, doing better. Ang goal ko lang po is baka at least makakuha ng 39 kasi I'm currently 40 point something and I want at least 39 para masaya na ako pag nakawin ako 39.
Yung layout ngayon medyo mas madali siya pero mas technical. Tapos ayun, kasama na rin yung ulan ngayon, medyo mas sumirap siya pero overall siya, nakaka-challenge and yun, masaya siya kapag nagawa mo.
Yes, actually, lalo na kung gusto mo makita yung full potential ng auto mo or kung kasi well dito sa event na to dito mo magagawa na pigain or parang makita yung full capability ng car. In these kinds of situations, I just hope and pray. No, but in reality, it's more of a trying to feather the throttle and trying to get a linear feel out of the electric vehicle so that I can put power to the ground and where it needs to be at the same time.
Ayun, maganda yung location ngayon kasi yan, very open and kahit ngayon umuulan, pwedeng makisilong doon and yun, sa mga friends na nandito, yan, mas na-enjoy ko kasi may mga kasama din na sumasali.
Actually, napakaganda, especially I live near here. It's madali siyang puntahan and alam mo yun, parang dito ko namin nagagawa yung pangtanggal ng kate, like sa to max out our throttle, ganon.
So I invite all of you to join Gymkhana Pilipinas in its next season next year. No? It's a great opportunity for you to practice precision driving in a safe environment.
That's all for this week's World of Motorsports. We'll return shortly after this break. Our featured car of the week will be presented next on Showcase. In this edition of Showcase, we're taking a look into a vehicle that its Korean manufacturer says combines eco-conscious engineering with family-friendly luxury.
The Kia Sorento Hybrid is emerging as a compelling contender in the SUV segment, offering a blend of robust performance, versatile space, and advanced features across its variants. The 1.6 EX Turbo Hybrid AT 4x2, 1.6 EX Plus Turbo Hybrid AT 4x2, and the range-topping 1.6 SS Turbo Hybrid AT AWD. Measuring 4,815mm long, 1,900mm wide, and 1,700mm high, with a 2,815mm wheelbase, the Sorento Hybrid provides a spacious and comfortable cabin. Ground clearance is 174mm, and the trading radius of 5.78 makes it maneuverable for urban driving. Fuel capacity is 67 liters, with curb weights ranging from 1,963 to 2,026 kilograms. Under the hood, the Sorento Hybrid combines a 1.6-liter turbocharged Gamma 2 GDI engine, producing 180 PS and 265 Nm of torque, with a permanent magnet synchronous electric motor adding 60 PS and 264 Nm. Together, they deliver 235 PS and 367 Nm of combined output, paired with a 6-speed SmartStream automatic transmission. EX and EX Plus variants use front-wheel drive, while the SX comes with the all-wheel drive. Driving modes include Eco, Sport, and Smart, with the SX adding terrain mode with snow, mud, and sand options. Braking is disc all-around with McPherson strut front suspension and multi-link rear suspension, rolling on 19-inch alloy wheels with 235/55 R19 tires. The Sorento Hybrid features a modern premium design. Headlamps differ by variant, multi-phase reflector LED on EX or EX Plus, and 4-cube LED projection on SX. All variants include auto light control, LED daytime running lights, and front and rear fog lamps. Body-colored bumpers, dark chrome skid plates, and chrome accents elevate the exterior appeal. Side mirrors are electrically adjustable and folding, with reverse auto tilt on the SX. A roof rack is standard, while the SX features a panoramic sunroof. A rear spoiler, LED high mount stop lamp, and LED rear combination lamps with a power tailgate on EX Plus and SX complete the look. Inside, the Sorento seats 7 comfortably. The EX features fabric seats with manual adjustment. The EX Plus upgrades to leather with 8-way power adjustment, cooling, and lumbar support, and the SX adds memory and enhanced driver adjustments. Second row seats fold and slide with push-button controls, while third row folds flat for extra cargo space. The cabin features dual 12.3-inch cluster and infotainment displays on EX Plus and SX, and a 12.3-inch TFT LCD with a 4-inch instrument display on EX. Steering wheel is leather-wrapped, heated on SX, and adjustable with integrated controls for audio, Bluetooth, multifunction display, and cruise control, with lane-keeping assist controls on EX Plus and SX. Power windows, electronic parking brake with auto hold, dual-zone automatic climate control, USB ports, 12V outlets, cup holders, and bottle holders ensure convenience for all passengers. The dashboard combines metallic trim with piano black inserts, and ambient lighting enhances cabin appeal. Infotainment comes from a 12.3-inch touchscreen audio system with AM/FM radio, CD, MP3 with USB ports across all variants. Connectivity is seamless with Bluetooth hands-free with voice control, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. The EX comes with 4 speakers plus 2 tweeters, while the EX Plus and SX elevate the audio experience with a premium Bose 12-speaker sound system. Wireless mobile phone charging is standard on the EX Plus and SX. The Sorento Hybrid arrived with DriveWise, a suite of advanced driver assist functions. Standard on the EX are cruise control, rear camera with dynamic guidelines, while the EX Plus and SX benefit from smart cruise control. The higher trims also come with blind spot view monitor, lane keeping assist, lane follow assist, and forward collision avoidance assist. The EX Plus and SX boast a sophisticated 360-degree surround view monitor. Safe exit warning is also a standard feature on higher variants. Aside from the advanced driver assistance systems, the Sorento Hybrid is equipped with core safety features, including anti-lock brake system, electronic stability control, downhill brake control, and hill start assist control. Airbags include front, side, and curtain airbags. All seating positions are equipped with 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioners for front seats, and ISOFIX child anchors are available in the second and third row seats. A child lock system and anti-theft system further enhance security. The Kia Sorento Hybrid offers a compelling package for those seeking a stylish, spacious, and technologically advanced SUV. Its efficient hybrid powertrain, extensive list of comfort and convenience features, and comprehensive safety suite make it a strong contender in its class. Whether you prioritize everyday practicality, advanced driver assistance, or premium comforts, there's a Sorento Hybrid variant designed to meet your needs.
Whether commuting, road tripping, or simply navigating daily life, this SUV can prove that you don't have to sacrifice style or comfort for efficiency. Welcome back to Motoring Today, where we shift gears and dive into the latest from the auto industry.
The pickup segment, traditionally dominated by diesel powertrains, is seeing another serious new energy vehicle contender with the arrival of Radar, a brand brought in by United Asia Automotive Group Incorporated.
Radar is a new brand. It's all about new energy pickups from Radar, where we offer both battery electric and EMP, where EMP is electric module platform, or basically it's a plug-in hybrid.
Radar offers battery electric vehicles, or BEVs, in 4x2 and 4x4 configurations, alongside its electric modular platform, or EMP plug-in hybrids. The brand is capitalizing on the new excise tax regime, which has officially increased the price of traditional diesel pickups.
Of course, we all know, given the taxation challenges of the traditional pickups out there, where they had to increase their price by at least 200,000 pesos, the benefit of having a new energy vehicle enjoys tax benefits for battery and for hybrid. That's where we allow to be able to price our vehicles to as low as 1.358 million for a really loaded battery electric pickup.
The new energy pickups promise better torque, power, and cost efficiency. Radar is simultaneously building its network, with 10 dealerships already signed on, and its first showroom set to open this October in North EDSA, Quezon City. Ford Philippines has given motoring journalists and influencers the opportunity to put the new Territory Hybrid through its paces, showcasing its performance and efficiency in a recent drive to Baguio.
For our two-day event for the Ford Territory Hybrid Media Drive, we went up to Baguio, and basically what we did here is we tried to show the capabilities of the Ford Territory Hybrid, that it's not just for the city, it's not just for the highways, you can bring it up to the mountains and back down, no problem whatsoever. There's this misconception sometimes that going hybrid just means going efficient, going fuel efficient. But you also add more performance and more instant performance. So you just step on it, you can feel it right away. It gives you a more thrilling and a more responsive drive.
The hybrid crossover features a refreshed exterior design, including a new front fascia and a distinct coast-to-coast LED bar on the top-spec Titanium X.
Inside, we have a new seat design. Also, we have those green stitching just to remind you of our new electrified vehicle, and also a more comfier headrest just to get you more comfortable as you drive around with your vehicle.
Powering the Territory Hybrid is a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine generating 150 PS and 230 Nm of torque, paired with an electric motor delivering 218 PS and 315 Nm of torque. The model is available in two variants: the Trend priced at 1,399,000 pesos and the Titanium X at 1,599,000 pesos.
So head to your nearest Ford dealership to check out and test drive the new Territory Hybrid.
That's it for this week on Motoring Today. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates in motoring.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 39th year serving the motoring public with a steadfast commitment to road safety. in honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy
motoring!
motoring.